Hi, I'm Darley Newman, and we're exploring festivals, food, culture, history, and heading out crawfishing with Barry Toops and some friends, and taking a Zydeco dance lesson to get ready for Festival International, and much more here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Take it away, Brenda.
Bienvenue à Lafayette.
Let's head to Cajun Country, Lafayette, Louisiana, where Zydeco music and the International Festival de Louisiane combine for an all-sensory and tasty adventure. I'm traveling to Lafayette in the spring for this annual 5-day cultural festival that's been hopping since the 1980s. We're diving into the festival and history of Lafayette, starting with getting festival ready with a downtown entrepreneur.
You can't go to Festival International and not have a hat, or at least I can't. So I'm stopping by the Cajun Hatter to meet Colby.
Colby A. Bear, otherwise known as the Cajun Hatter, creates special hats for Festival International and uses his Cajun roots and Louisiana ingredients for inspiration.
We always pour a little bit of this and get the party going. It's local sugarcane rum. I like to call it swamp tea. Welcome to Louisiana.
That's the welcome I like. How did you get into this, Colby?
Hats to me are the pinnacle of fashion. It's a way that you can kind of express yourself with an outfit that's kind of simple, basic, and then you throw a hat on and it sort of just takes you to a different place. We have this design bar with an aesthetic that I've cultivated that I call swamp chic. Mostly it's kind of just locally, geographically sourced things. We've got brown cotton, wildflowers, the dried lavender and the wheat and things like that that are grown around here. We've got prayer cards to kind of reflect that, Cajun Catholic cultural tie. It's just kind of taking that, nitty gritty, rootsy aspect of Louisiana and our culture and then kind of elevating it into something that's still elegant and classy and stylish.
I love that it's creative, it's cultural, it's your heritage, it's sustainable.
I'm, really proud of what we've been able to put together. And these are our alligator palm Guatemalan straw hats. They're really great in weather, waterproof, and you can also obviously get a lot of sun protection from it. So this is the perfect thing for festival.
And for me, because I need that sun protection. This stands out.
I pick out a bandana and Colby shapes my hat before we go back to the design bar to add in the swamp chic look with prairie grass and greenery.
So I've definitely never seen a hat exactly like this.
Right, that's kind of the idea. We have a little bit of me, a little bit of you in this. It's a collaboration, a lot of Louisiana.
I'm ready to rock this festival.
Love it.
Well, cheers.
Perfect for you. Les le bon temps roulé. Welcome to Louisiana.
Welcome to Lafayette.
But I'm not done getting ready for the festival. I stop in a local thrift store and get a festival skirt to try to complete my look.
Bon festival.
Let's do it! I'm checking out the diverse artisans first. Festival International de Louisiane is a free festival that brings in artists from around the world who share their crafts, music, history, and culture across the downtown area. The focus of the festival is celebrating the rich culture of the Arcadiana, the fertile land of bayous and prairies that was the settlement area of the Arcadian people in the late 1700s. Though Festival International celebrates this francophone world, you'll find a cross-section of cultural experiences here, including musicians from Mongolia, Gambia, and Ghana.
So we're here in the morning. The street's gonna be jam-packed later today.
Yeah, shoulder to shoulder like ants.
Corey and I take a walk to learn more about the vibe and culture in Lafayette.
Well, downtown, it really kind of is like the cultural epicenter. Being able to experience the culture and the place through the people is obviously where the reality is. And for us, we like to just throw it right at you. We've got music all day long, food every corner that you turn. People who are making things, showing their art, bringing things from around the world, and locals doing the same thing, kind of expressing the things that they do, all up on a pedestal here in Lafayette for everybody to experience and have a great time. We kind of never really meet a stranger. We like to say we're so passionate about our culture, so anytime people come down here and visit, we really just want to make sure that they can get that same joie de vivre and kind of understand the way that we roll. We let the good times roll. Les le bon temps roulé.
A little bit of French, a little bit of Cajun.
Yep.
A little bit of Louisiana.
Yep.
To learn more about the history of Lafayette and Arcadian culture, I'm visiting Vermilionville Historic Village, a living history site which chronicles the people who have called this area home throughout history, including American Indians, the Acadians, Creoles, and more. travelers can walk among restored buildings from the 18th and 19th centuries and meet interpreters who share the history of the Acadian people and Lafayette.
You've been here over 20 years.
Yes.
How did you get into doing this?
I stuck my foot in my mouth. No,
all do that.
I am a seamstress by trade, fourth generation seamstress. And when I came here, a lady was spinning, and I just was fascinated with it. So I got to spin, and I said, oh, I can do that.
Brenda Lalonde specializes in traditional Arcadian crafts. The Acadians are the ancestors of what we know today as Cajuns. They came from Western France to Canada in the 17th century and then migrated to subtropical Louisiana, where they found that the environment, among other factors, was a challenge.
What was daily life like for the people who lived here?
So it was a hard life, and there was nothing, like your nearest neighbor might have been 5 miles away, and they had to walk through the swamp and everything, and the snakes and the alligators and all the bugs.
So there was the fear of snake bites, bug bites, heat stroke.
All of it. Coming from Canada, most of them were not accustomed to the hot weather.
How do you think that the culture of the past has influenced present-day Lafayette?
Oh, it's influenced it a lot because of the food, mainly the food and the music. I mean, it's what it is. I'm very proud of it.
What are you most proud of? What makes you most proud?
The individuality. We managed out of nothing. We came and prospered. No, it's not just money-wise, it's heart-wise. Yeah, so that's what I'm proud of.
What is your favorite word or phrase in Creole French? Teach me something.
Et toi?
Et toi?
Et toi?
Et toi?
Hi, how you doing?
Well, hey, toi.
Et toi? Yes. Let's party now.
Now let's go hear some music.
Yeah, we need that. Zydeco music, French music, it doesn't matter.
If you're heading to Lafayette, you might want to brush up on your dancing skills. And if you're coming to Festival International, you definitely need to. Dr. Mariah Hargrave, a folklorist, health coach, and dancer, created Zydeco.
It's kind of like a Louisiana version of Zumba, if you will. It's a dance workout to Zydeco music. I came up with this because whenever I would go out dancing, people would always be like, oh my gosh, that's such a workout. So we just decided, you know what, it is a workout, but let's make it something legit in the health world.
Zydeco dance originated among the Francophone Creole peoples of Acadiana, also known as Cajun Country. Mariah introduces me to this dance style.
So for Zydeco, your upper body is very strong, very firm. You don't really move this part around. And if you're Zydeco dancing, you're digging in the dirt.
So you're going down low and you're heading up high. Okay.
Yeah. You're just gonna relax at the knees. So just give me a little bounce here, okay? And then shake your hips side to side. There you go. Now your weight's right and you're stepping left. So you're gonna go 1 together, 2 together, 1 together, 2 together. Okay. Now these are your party hands. Keep them high and happy. That's what I tell people. The other thing I tell people is that you go heavy, 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 light, heavy, 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 light. It's almost like when you're in the kitchen and you shut the utensil drawer with your hip, you know? There you go. There you go. When you're dancing with locals, they're not going to make eye contact with you.
Okay. Interesting.
And they're not going to smile.
So if you're dancing and you're feeling like, oh, I'm smiling, I'm having fun, and this person is just not responding, that's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. Just look around, enjoy the festival. Don't worry about them. It's a cultural thing. It's just part of it. We're just focused on dancing. We're not worried about you until the end of the song, and then we'll give you a hug.
Let's go to that festival.
I know. I think you're ready.
If you're traveling to Lafayette, Louisiana, a culinary Cajun specialty that you just have to try is the boudin. And I'm trying it at locally loved The French Press. Boudin can be prepared a variety of different ways, but the classic recipe is some type of pork meat with rice, liver, onions, seasonings. This one happens to be fried. It can also come out looking like a sausage. We've got some biscuits, we've got some bacon, some cane syrup. That crunch is superb. Sweet, salty, crunchy, the inside super moist. And the biscuit's fantastic. Wonderful combination. Really, really tasty. It's day 2 to Christian rock going on here, and it's just quite a fun scene. You definitely have to dance when you're here.
I get to test out my new dancing skills with Mariah. Lafayette's celebration of cultures influences food and local artists. And food and art is everywhere at the festival. I'm taking a detour to meet Lou Wixon at the Arcadian Center for Arts in downtown Lafayette.
You grew up here in Lafayette. Am I pronouncing that right, Lafayette?
It's Lafayette, like, have you laughed yet?
Lafayette. Lafayette, have you laughed yet? That's right. I know they're laughing here, so.
Lou Wixon is this year's official visual artist for Festival International, and she's been coming to the festival for 35 years.
Here it is, so colorful.
Here it is.
I love it. So this is the official painting, the official artwork, and you are the official artist for
this year.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. So I was always doing art, and well, because I've been coming so long, and I would sketch when I was here and go home and do the paintings, and so I had a lot of paintings already done. I grew up in a very musical family, so I've always loved music. There's so much diversity the whole time that you're here. Things that impressed me the most were the costumes and the colors and the positions of the bodies.
That deserves a little Zydeco.
After speaking with festival veteran Lou Wixon, I'm attuned even more to colorful details, including what to eat.
Festival International is all about choosing your own adventure, and today I'm choosing the adventure of food. You've got your traditional festival food, your soft serve, your funnel cakes, your cheeseburgers, but there's also a lot of international things on the menu here. I've got our jambalaya, I've got a crawfish bread bowl. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I saw everyone trying these as they were walking around today, and I felt like I had to get this. This is the crawfish and spinach boat. Okay, it's almost like a spinach artichoke dip meets a crawfish soup. Super thick, super savory, and it's gonna be so good when I dip this bread in it. Ooh, it's got a kick to it. Well, let's go meet some crawfish.
I'm going fishing. Just about 40 minutes from Lafayette, I'm meeting Barry Toops to learn about how to catch crawdaddies at Mrs. Rose's B&B.
Wow. So can I pick these up?
You sure can. But look, if you grab them like this in the bag, they won't bite you.
Okay.
Barry takes travelers on adventures that actually help him out too, collecting crawfish from the steel traps that line his ponds.
They're getting bigger.
So when you dump it, you're gonna hand the trap back to me. I'm gonna bait it and put it back in the water.
How long has crawfishing been happening here in Louisiana?
So actually, the Indians are the ones that first introduced them to the Cajun people. And back then, they were fishing them with just maybe nets or something. 90% of the crawfish caught in the United States is caught here in Louisiana.
Ah, there's a snake!
If you're heading out with Barry, sometimes you'll catch more than crawfish.
Oh, we got a turtle. Hold on, that's a snapping turtle.
Oh my God, I've got a crawfish on my hand, we got a snapping turtle, we got a snake.
This is a snapping turtle. These things will bite your finger off. They actually breed in the open water. And when they're done breeding, they bury back in the ground. They have to have moisture to survive in the ground. If we go through a major drought, they're known to bury up to 10 foot deep. Well, that's why some years your crop's better than others, because weather has everything to do with crawfish.
Oh no, I missed a pot.
You're fine.
I missed a pot. So guests can come here, they can work hard, get really hungry, and then learn how to eat this crawfish.
Exactly. We'll show you how to peel them.
Let's do it. I can't wait. I'm hungry. Man overboard. Oh, I gotcha. You can't get away from us. Your days are numbered. Actually, your minutes are numbered. There we go. Woo!
The hard work is not over. We clean the crawfish and dump them into a hot pot of boiling water with special seasoning, and then fill up our trays with crawfish.
Potato.
All right, that's one tray.
Wow.
That's 5 pounds of crawfish. So here's the proper way of peeling crawfish. Twist the tail off.
Okay.
You hold the tail like this, go back and forth, pinch the bottom of the tail, pull it up. Take that black vein out.
Okay.
Try it. So yeah, this is your first time getting crawfish. You went from the pond to the table with them. What do you think about it?
You know, it's hard work. This is worth the effort. What's your favorite part about all of this?
No, just sharing our Cajun culture, meeting people from all over the world. I tell people now I'm traveling the world here, and seeing that person eat crawfish for the first time and enjoying them is probably my most favorite part.
Well, this is my first time.
Awesome.
So I'm glad I could do it here with you, Barry, the Crawfish King.
No better place than Cajun Country.
No better place than here, right here.
Lafayette, Louisiana has a number of old-school dance halls where people congregate to dance, drink, and dine, especially on the weekends. Dance halls go back to the mid-1800s here, and dance culture goes back centuries. I'm checking out one during the daylight hours, Hideaway Hall.
Ooh, this is so cool, Lena.
Thank you. Well, it really just started with this chandelier, and then I kind of just went from there and matched everything to that.
Lena Livingston hails from Denmark. She came to Lafayette on vacation and stayed, meeting the local community through the dance scene. She's undertaken the renovations of an old home and dance hall at Hideaway Hall.
The concept was really like something that was very Lafayette, having like a little music venue, but also the sort of hotel bar for, you know, the traveling person. And so I think it's just people really, they enjoy going out and dancing and meeting people. And I did it, I didn't know anyone here. And I went out and, you know, the first night I had friends. You come here and you just have all these people coming together.
Back at the Arcadian Center for the Arts, I'm meeting a Latinx artist who combines her Puerto Rican heritage with her Louisiana roots.
Valentina, you've performed at Festival International before.
Yes, this is my 4th time. But this year is my solo project. And I'm backed by a 9-piece band, which is extremely exciting.
Valentina is known as the Mambo Queen of the South and draws inspiration from her time in Louisiana and Puerto Rico, as well as Spanish and Afro-Cuban music.
Valentina is a name I coined years ago when I started to perform that meant the malicious one. And it wasn't about being mean or bad. It was about making my own rules. It's like what you're about to see is the show that I created for myself.
I love that.
Valentina. Ella viene de Puerto Rico y es conocida como la Mambo Queen of the South, la reina del Mambo del Sur.
You're called the Mambo Queen of the South.
Right.
Share with me about your music.
So mambo is a genre that I have obsessed over. What differentiates it from salsa is that it has to be a big band. And I liked the intensity and the bigness of mambo. So when you hear it, you're like, oh, it sounds like salsa. It is. Salsa is a type of mambo. It's a less big band sound.
You are from Puerto Rico originally.
What I play predominantly is Puerto Rican and Cuban mambos. It's a sense of pride because that is my roots, and I've always, like, my biggest goal is to succeed as an artist being myself. And mambo seemed like the thing that checked all the boxes, that satisfied me personally.
I love that you can travel the world through these various musical stages here at Festival International, but also that there is this diversity.
So Lafayette is called the hub city. I don't know if you've heard that, but it's a town where people come and work and leave. And the Cajun culture and the Creole culture, these were people that were migrating, they were moving, they were escaping. So I think that spirit has always remained here of people that just come from somewhere else and make it a home. And the culture already is very welcoming of that because everybody relates. And I think people's pride in their roots here made me want to dig my own roots. And that's how I got involved in discovering and learning about mambo and being very proud of that music and appreciating it. So I think that will always be something that I find the most special about Festival International. All the music that Festival brings to people, this music isn't that available, and people can discover that they might have a passion for something they didn't know.
The festival comes alive at night, too, with a silent disco where DJs spin a variety of music. And guests choose what they want to groove to.
Welcome all runners, athletes, walkers.
Festival International is a lot of food, drinks, and dancing. And one family-friendly annual event is a morning run through the streets of Lafayette.
So I registered for this 5K before I got to Lafayette, and I'm here at Festival International this morning. It's been a couple of days of eating and drinking in Lafayette, and yeah, I think it's a great idea.
This active event attracts people of all ages, including kids.
Look at all of these motivated people. I am so impressed here in Lafayette. It's like, I can't even see a lot of people came out to run in this race this morning. Or walk, whatever your preference.
Apparently, I'm running in the kids group.
4, 3, 2, 1.
They're running. They're really running. These are like fast runners. So, that fried food's in, that crawfish, that local rum, I'm starting to feel it.
I do a lot of adventurous stuff on my travels, but I have to say, this was a bit of a test for me.
All right, I'm definitely seeing Lafayette right now. I think some festival food is in my future. And I won't feel badly about eating it at all. 32 minutes. Oh, almost a 10-minute mile. I think I got a cramp. It's a boudin cramp. Ow. Races are so fun. I mean, even if you walk it, the energy, the people, everyone's just having a really good time today. So I'm glad I did it.
And because I did run,
We seek out good ice cream on our travels, me especially. So when I heard about Borden's Ice Cream Shop, this is the last Borden's in the USA, I had to check it out.
We make things the same way they've made them since 1940, and you get that feeling when you walk in our building, you step back in time.
I love the old tin ceilings. They're so cool.
I know. Aren't they pretty? At one time, there were over 100 locations like this, and now this is the only freestanding Borden's left in the country.
So your family saved Borden's.
Kind of so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
How did it come about?
One day, my dad and I were talking, and he says, "What about Borden's?" I said, "What about it?" He said, "Are you interested?" I said, "Yeah." And this just fell into place 14 years ago yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This place is popular.
It's a great place for a festival. You know, a little cool down treat.
And this ice cream is amazing.
I'm so glad you love it.
I'm so glad I ran into you.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. We've had so much fun here in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I have to say, it's really because of the people. People like Colby.
Thank you.
But that's the case when we travel. It's really all about the people, and they make the place super special. And that's been the case here in Lafayette.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again somewhere else in the world.
We keep cheersing like that.
We're not gonna make it to that festival. Let me do my dance moves, crawfish, boil time, crawfish. I suck at this. No walking, we are running.
Matter of fact, my blood type is ABV, you know?
Mine's A+, and this is an A+ type of rum. Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana.